Boom. Hey guys, quick intro. This is not the actual video.
Nope.
The actual video was formed today, but it was so chaotic that we felt we needed to film a little precursor to it. First off, sorry for the long hiatus. That does get briefly explained in the video. But the reason we want to create a intro here, thank you, is because we filmed it while driving today and I forgot the microphone. So the sound quality is terrible. The lighting is all over the place and we had the camera on the dashboard. So for a lot of it, there's a lot of rattling. We kind of figured that out. But the first 5 to 10 minutes are a little rough. So if you have any desire to watch the entire thing, but you get about to that 6-minute mark, and like this, the quality's so bad.
Just skip ahead a little bit.
Yeah, please bear with us.
Yep.
But overall, like, feels good to be back. Thank you guys for those of you who are actually watching this. Appreciate you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Yes, it was.
It's probably my favorite one so far.
All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of the video.
We're recording.
All right. Well, this is going to be a bit of...
Yeah, so... Oh my God, this is so bad.
Yeah, this ain't going to work for a little bit here, but once we get on the highway, it'll be better.
So first off, we forgot the microphone.
So it's going to sound like crap.
Yeah, well, first off, this was like unplanned. Second off, we forgot the microphone. I'll try to edit. The sound is missing. We had left.
Yeah.
Okay. Third, as you can tell by the shaking, dude, it's gonna die here. We're about to get on the highway here.
Yep,
yeah,
I got it.
Yeah, okay. This is gonna be the lowest quality one yet.
Oh, by far.
Hands down.
Not even close.
Hands down. So we're on our way back from Milwaukee. Actually, this would be a good time to show them the wood.
Yep.
So this is... Look how fucking beautiful that wood is.
That is some high quality timber there, bud.
Red cedar. I don't know if you can see the color in it, but...
Yeah, probably with the shade, but...
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so some red cedar, gorgeous wood for projects. Oh my goodness.
That's okay.
Yeah, we'll keep it.
We'll get to speed. It'll be fine.
Obviously, per usual, we have nothing to talk about. Nope. Quality's gonna be trash. Odds are high we're deleting this.
But that's okay. That's part of the enjoyment. So what I've been... we'll wait. Until you get on cruise control, I'll just watch this thing.
Yeah.
So I think the highlight of just doing this in general, to me anyways, has been the interesting interaction. The interesting interaction and sense of unexpected joy doing this. Like we were just talking, so we had dinner. And there's been a few lineup of things that...
Do you maybe just want to hold it?
Yeah.
Try to hold it off the side because that dinging's gonna be so
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna do this now.
All right. Yeah, if your arm gets too tired, we'll switch.
Don't matter.
Sorry, go ahead.
Nope, you're good. So the breakdown for me on this was, we were having dinner a bit ago and we were just talking about this. This is a very random trip just to go get some wood for some projects we're trying to do, and
yeah, we're driving 2.5 hours to grab wood.
Go to Milwaukee, come back, we're good. When he initially threw this out as a question, my gut reaction was, no, I don't want to go. Why the heck would I go for 2 hours out of nowhere for something that I'm not doing on a day that I could be doing anything? But I stopped pretty quickly and just realized, okay, no. This needs to be a priority. I don't have anything that I absolutely must do today. So why would I not make it a priority? One, to just spend time with you.
It's such shit.
Oh, it's garbage, bud.
Yeah.
But the result of that is the part that I'm really getting at. Which the shocking part to me is the unexpected joy of doing the trip. So the first and prime example is meeting the guy who meeting the guy who made the wood, man. What is your breakdown of Fred?
So, I'm not exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating. Fred will live on in infamy for the rest of my life.
Oh, without doubt.
We've actually come up with a phrase, be like Fred, which is obviously a knockoff of other companies. But this guy, literally, there's no way this guy turns a profit.
At all.
Like, if it is, it's very minor. Not worth his hourly rate. He's looking for something to do in his retirement. And basically what he's doing is talking to these tree services that are cutting down these trees. Like this red cedar is like over 200 years old, beautiful tree. And he'll take these logs, like these, probably like these 16 foot by however large circumference logs, and he'll just timber them up and then sell them. And the amount of wood he gave us for the price he gave us, unreal. Like, it was not worth absolutely, because he had to buy the wood and then sell it. He might be losing money
entirely,
but his entire demeanor was so positive and joyous and giving that he literally.
What was the first thing that he said to us when we were looking at wood?
Yeah. He was like, he opens up his shop where he's got the wood curing. And he's like, well, just find a couple pieces that bring you joy, you know? And like literally, Fred is living his best life by cutting wood. He's not making a lot. He's definitely not making a lot of money on this. He clearly just enjoys. It's not like he's crafting anything. He's not building anything. He's literally just taking logs, cutting them up in slices of bacon, and then selling those bacon strips of timber. And he is so happy and positive. And like Sam and I were talking, we're like, man, like he's doing it.
He's doing everything you would do.
Like, be like Fred.
Just like, be like Fred.
He's living his best life. So yeah, that's my impression of him. Yeah, that.
Yeah, and I would agree entirely. Not that. So this is a very specific story to exactly what we've had happen. But man, what's like the takeaway to me is worthwhile, because how often do we just get stressed or consumed by something that's entirely not necessary, right? Like, and we try to avoid that. I try to focus on things that are useful, good, aim at whatever, but we just get pulled into shit that doesn't matter. Shit that absolutely does not matter. And then you meet somebody like Fred, and you get to interact with someone who their genuine interaction is just exactly what he should be doing.
Yeah. You know what we should do is we should have the camera on this side so the sun's not glaring in their eyes.
We should. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Oh, you might be able to.
Actually, that might work.
Yeah, we're going to go with that.
We're going to go with that. This actually might work. It might not work. Sorry, guys.
This whole thing might not work. That's okay.
Yeah, obviously we apologize for... we don't have the screen. We don't know what you can see, what you can't see. Actually, we can fucking change that. You want to flip that screen out?
Yep.
And then you can just flip it out, and then you can turn it 180. Yep. Yeah.
Point of stability.
Yeah.
Great.
Right in there. How's that?
Awesome.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, obviously we apologize for just how crappy the quality is, but at the same time, we don't care. And you don't care. And we're probably not going to post. Well, we might. Who knows?
Yep.
But yeah, going back to your point.
Yeah, and so just continuing this general action, and like, what's good that we can take away from today? I guess that's my point in a nutshell.
Yeah.
So you wanted to stop for a burger afterwards, right? That's the food that we want to get.
Oh yeah.
We went downtown in a nice little town.
Port Washington.
Very nice, very beautiful.
Tourist trap.
Exactly. And that was not the thing that we were looking for.
Bad vibes, bro.
Bad vibes.
I would rather cut off my small finger.
Yeah.
No,
that's extreme. But the feeling.
Tourist traps. You notice how they are. It's like everyone's on their best behavior, and it's almost like everyone's putting on an act. You know, I can't stand that shit.
It's the what were we describing that as? It's not reality, it's the interpretation of reality.
Yeah, the impersonation.
Yes, thank you. It's impersonating what they want to be real, but it's not real.
Yeah.
So we ended up asking some local dude, where does he go to eat, right? ended up at a place that was a regular restaurant, off the beaten path, right next to the highway. And the result of that, what you need?
Oh, that energy drink actually, which I forgot I had.
Yeah.
We're trying to put these fucking napkins. This is such shitty idea. I'm driving and doing this. Try to put those napkins so there's less rattling.
Yep. Hey, perfect. You did it.
That works. Cool.
This is a learning process.
Yeah.
But again, the takeaway there is we were sitting down. I was telling you,
Want
I've been,
this?
not right now.
Okay.
As we were sitting there, I was telling you, I've been wanting to have fish fry for a very long time.
Yep.
But I don't really enjoy going out by myself, and I don't know many people that necessarily want to go for fish fry, so it's just something I don't do. Again, not that I wouldn't go out by myself, it's just not enjoyable. It's not what I want.
It's not worth the fish.
Exactly. So we end up at this place.
No offense, fish.
All offense, fish. All
Fuck you, fish. Fuck you. Where do you get off?
Oh, in the lake. But yeah, it was a moment where we're like, oh, I get this thing that I've been wanting. Again, taking the opportunity to do something that doesn't seem practical, useful. I could do stuff better with my time. I could get things done, whatever. But yet, the result is this moment of unexpected joy.
It's a lot of fun. And then we go out. So, like, you know, Sam and I have been friends for probably pushing 18 years now, you know. Like, we're just going to have a good time. We could literally just drive down to Milwaukee and back
For
with
no
no
reason.
objective. And we'd have a fun time. It'd be, you know, 4 hours because we went 20 minutes south of Milwaukee, you know. And we'd have fun. So that's fun. Meeting Fred, and I think humans are generally good, but Fred just, like, he was a character.
Yes.
If you were creating a comedy that you needed a feel-good character in, but still make it a comedy,
Fred is your man.
You would, Fred. Yeah, come on.
What?
Some stories write themselves. Come on.
Fred is that star.
Come on. So that was amazing. We're just like, this guy was so great that we're talking about him right now. You know what I mean? Most human beings are like, yeah. It's like, yeah, you know, I guarantee the very, 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 very high percentage of people that meet me are like, meh,
Exactly.
meh, you know?
That's exactly what
Like,
I think.
you meet a lot of people. Yeah, exactly.
About you, mostly.
Thank you. I know. Hey, I have a mirror as well, okay? I hate those things. But they're not too kind to me. But
We get this 10-minute maybe interaction.
oh, dude, it was probably closer to 35, 40 minutes because because we got there like right after 3, and then he had to go by 4, and his wife was pulling him.
Yeah, so maybe 20-30 minutes.
Okay, yeah, maybe. Okay, doesn't matter. You get maybe 20, 30 minutes with this guy. But he was just one of those characters. You're like, wow, this guy is a character. You know, so that's great. Have fun on the trip itself.
Mm-hmm.
Meet Fred. That's great. Then we drive north of the city, go to grab a burger, some food, get down to Tourist Trap USA. I was like, not happening. So we drive back up the street to this little towny bar. They don't serve burgers, which is what I'm craving. This is such a long fucking story.
Yeah, repeated at least 4 times, but that's okay. We're driving the point.
Yeah. And then we asked the guy in there, like, where do you like to eat? Recommends a place. We get there, and the whole, as we're driving to this place, we're just talking about, you know, like, we want a place that's real. We don't want to feel like people are impersonating reality. We want a place where it's like, this person has only interacted with 15 other human beings that day, and they still have some soul left in them, you know? And then we get there, and the hostess gal, great gal, phenomenal. Her and I are going to date.
Amazing hat.
Amazing hat. Gotta hand it to her. Amazing hat.
Yep.
She seats us, and like, as opposed to her leading us, she's like, you guys go ahead. I'm going to frisbee this stuff to you. And I'm thinking in my mind, like, okay, this is nomenclature of the area that I'm not familiar with. Catchy, cool, funny. I get it. Cool. Walking, and all of a sudden I hear Sam in a slightly distressed voice. She's being serious, and I look over, and there's this menu flying through the air. Sam's catching it, and I turn around only to have this frisbee menu flying towards my face, and there's like people everywhere.
Yeah.
She's frisbeeing these.
And it's not like a rowdy place. This is
No,
like a restaurant.
No, this is like a little, this
Mom
is
and pop shop.
Yeah. And so we're, maybe 20 feet or so, 25 feet at the most, but we're catching these fucking... I've never experienced that, And in my first thought was like, this is funny. Second thought is like, okay, this is probably what they do because it's funny. Mm-hmm. But then I went to use the restroom, walked by him like 2 minutes later, and her and the other hostess gal are talking and laughing, and she's describing the situation to her, and they're like laughing, and you can tell this is not a common thing. And it's just like, we met Fred, who's just living his best life, mm-hmm. and then these gals who are just living their best life. They're at work, but they're doing something that they're like, okay, I've handed menus to 1,000 different people, mm-hmm. and today I was feeling a little fucking ornery, and so I decided to frisbee them, and it's so funny, and now we're just having a laugh, and we're not going to remember this tomorrow, but it was funny right now. And it was awesome.
Yeah.
Just watching, the entire day was just, we only had like 2 major interactions.
Yeah.
But both of them, we just got to witness human beings just living their best lives.
I think the thing that's changing all of the scenarios that we have interacted with is like, we're coming into this with like, 1, no expectations. 2, incredibly grateful for the most minimal things that are taking place. I think that's what it is. It's like, wow, I'm just so wildly pleased to meet a wonderful person.
I didn't think about that.
That's entirely what it is, man. As you were talking, I was thinking about this, and I'm like, this is where it's coming from. It's just a pure sense of gratitude for just humanity and interacting.
Appreciation for the moment, the beauty of it.
Right, taking the time to not do our regular life, to do something different, and then appreciate all of that difference for the most minimal aspect that it is. We're in a car for the majority of it, and that's fine too.
Which sucks. It sucks. Get me.
Yeah. I'm driving into the tree.
Take me down.
But yeah, I think that's the heart of it. I think there's just a true deep sense of gratitude, which is strange because like I didn't come into this going, I want to be grateful for this.
It's going to be a life-changing spiritual. It was like, dude, you want to grab some fucking lumber?
I was like, yeah, nothing better. I'll make a point of doing that. Let's go.
It's one of those things like when you present that to someone like, listen, do you want to drive? You want to take a day? The weather's going to be perfect. Middle of summer. 4 hours out of your Saturday, 5 hours out of your Saturday to drive down to Milltown and grab wood. You know what I mean? Like, I can grab wood in Green Bay. A lot of gay clubs.
Thank
but
you.
I'd like to, we need at least one wood chip.
I have to.
Do you want to just dude, this wood though, red cedar, it smells so good.
Yeah, this car smells amazing.
This car smells so good. Man.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I don't know, but I didn't think about that. Yeah.
No, that is the heart of it. I think that's really what it is. And I think the thing that's just cool to me is like, neither of us have this intention of doing this. Like, yeah, we're taking this trip. I don't know about yourself, but I have this intentionality of, all right, I'm going to be here. I'll be present, and I hope we have a good time.
Got sawdust all over me.
Oh yeah, my hands are sticky right now.
Yeah.
But it's this sense of, yeah, we're taking a trip. I hope it's good. I would like to have something, I hope that it's enjoyable, right? But in that hope, we're bringing with us a potential. That potential being gratitude. I'm going to take this opportunity to be grateful for listening to whatever music we had and coming up with an idea of something we want to do. And then running into Fred, being in the car, talking about how much you hate Milwaukee.
Love Milwaukee.
Yep. Great city for a lot of things. Never want to be there.
No.
But just a general connection and the ability to find gratitude in everyday moments. Like, I know I've said this before, but I do this thing with an employee or friend of mine at work where we just, every day you have to say something grateful. And I'm realizing it's incredibly hard to do that when days are mundane because it really makes you dig. Like, when it's really bad, you can find the smallest thing to make you happy. When it's really good, you're surrounded by things that are good. When days are mundane, it's actually really, I find it personally, really difficult to be grateful for something. To be like, oh, this is great. Everything is bland. It's like just milquetoast around you, and you have to find something that's actually good within that. And this scenario is just like, there's nothing inherently great. We met a dude. If we were just doing this by yourself, it would have been a completely mundane day. Nothing worth writing home about. Frank's kind of cool, whatever.
Frank still would do
Frank would come through. That dude would cut right through. But something about doing this trip together and then taking
Fred.
100%.
Sorry, Fred.
Oh, do we call him Frank?
We call him Frank.
Oh, we should go home and think about what we've done.
We should turn around and apologize.
I think we should at this point.
All right, podcast is over.
But yeah, that's my take. Is like everyday gratitude. It can be, depending on your scenario, is easily doable. In this scenario, we're both coming in hoping something good, aiming for that, and with that in our heart, we're bringing a sense of I just want to be grateful for things.
Yeah. So for me, it's like so the whole point of picking up this lumber is to make gifts for other people. I'm making 3 things for 3 different people. All of them are gifts. All of them are going to be for free. This is costing me money, costing me time, and it's going to cost me a lot. I don't know anything about woodworking. You know what I mean? I've worked a lot of wood in my life, but I'm not a carpenter. You know, I know nothing about carpentry. I know nothing about sawdust. It's not like I'm going to rent him shoes. He's not going to take or turn. I didn't take the dog bowling. Big Lebowski. Big Lebowski.
Okay.
Yeah. If you haven't seen Big Lebowski, watch Big Lebowski. But like for me, like I'm like this entire thing brings me a lot of joy, and I've been coordinating with Fred for about 2 weeks now to head down there and pick this up. So like for me, I'm getting a lot of joy because it's not something I have to do. It's something that I want to do for others. And so for me, like this entire journey or trip is like, I've got this inner, very pure happiness that's just like, yes, you know? And then, and I wasn't thinking anything of it. It was just like, I'm excited to do this.
Right.
But then I just drove down to Milwaukee like 7 days ago because I flew out to Kentucky, and then I flew out of Milwaukee to Kentucky. It's like I just drove down to Milwaukee, just drove back. I was like, man, I don't want to do this again. So I messaged the Philotimo group chat, which is Sam, myself, and 2 of my brothers, who've both, Zach and Anthony, both been on the podcast. So it's us 4 in the group chat, and I messaged the group chat, was like, hey, any of you guys want to do this? Like, and I didn't need to say this. There was no explanation needed. It's like, do you want to drive for 4 hours?
Yep.
Pick up wood. You know what I mean? That's pretty self-explanatory. It's going to be drab, you know, like in its nature. But like, then Sam was like, yeah, I'm in. And for me, it was just like, yes, you know, because like Sam and I haven't hung out one-on-one in a long time. Mm-hmm. I'm excited to get the wood. So for me, it's just like, life is good. And I didn't have any, like, I need to do this, any, like, there's no, like,
no agenda.
No agenda, no schedule, no responsibility involved. Like, so my mind is just like, yeah, by removing the, I don't know, the it must be done side of thoughts.
Yes.
My mind is completely open to just be like, I'm just so excited. And then, it's no story, bro.
But where you're going with that is you're bringing in this positive potential with it, right? So that's what we're bringing to the table. We're not bringing baggage. We're not saying, oh, I had this shit week, or yeah, let's do this because we have to do something for whatever particular reason. We have to do it. You're coming into this going, I am going to get this wood because I would like to give people gifts. Right out of the gate, it's in a sense of just giving, right? That is your nature of where this is coming from. I am here to give. That's my first starting point. Second thing, we're going to hang out. That is a thing that we haven't done in a while. I just texted you a little bit ago about doing literally this podcast, and we were like, yep, opportunity, let's take that opportunity. Whether or not this ever gets posted doesn't really matter. It's the opportunity in and of itself. So we're both coming into this with potential. That's the only thing we have is potential, positivity. Not that I'm a over positive dude, just potential with a positive nature and coming out with a heart of gratitude.
Yeah, it was amazing. And if you just keep yourself there, I think that's kind of like the point of this. Mm-hmm. So if you just keep yourself there, you're able just to enjoy life more. You're not just grinding through, like, you know, like for me, and I think for most of us, it's always like we're looking forward to the thing we want, and all of life, waking up, sleeping, waking up, all the rudimentary tasks of life, this day, that day, this week, that week, is like getting to
The thing.
the thing. And it's like, it's always the thing.
Yeah, there's always another thing. You're never.
But I mean, like, yeah, exactly. And like, I'm not so much talking about like there's always the next thing. It's like right now is the thing.
Understood. Yes.
Like, sleeping is the thing. Waking up, being like, I feel good today. That's the thing. Cooking your breakfast while listening, like that can be the thing.
Yes.
It's like
That in and of itself is the concept of being present, right?
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
That's like, that is what it is. But in that presence, I think for me, the takeaway is taking some time, or at least being very intentional about being grateful. As a side note, you have low gas.
Yeah, 51 miles.
Sweet, we're good. But yeah, being intentional about gratitude. That would be my takeaway.
Yeah, being intentional about it. Until you're able to get into the spot where you don't even have to think about it.
Right. It's just the nature that you protrude is gratitude.
Yeah, once you're, like, because, like, obviously, in the state we're in right now, roadie, nice license plate, dude.
That's good.
Guy driving a touring sport. That's a nice bike, too.
It is. What a weird concept, shooting and watching people.
Yamaha, yeah.
Will forever be on the internet.
BMW. Yeah, it's a nice bike. Yeah, so, like, obviously, like, right now, we don't need to, like, try to focus on appreciation because we're just in
that
it.
state.
In it, yeah. But
we'll ebb and flow out of that. Like, we'll cycle out.
Yeah. Give it
Hold
tomorrow. By tomorrow,
Oh,
might be
for
a
sure.
different story.
Dude, give it later tonight. I'm gonna have something that hits me and it's
Yeah,
stressful.
actually, I'm starting to feel it right now.
The fact that you're talking just pisses me off.
Fuck you.
Oh my god, I'm
Like,
gonna jump on this car.
I don't care about my life.
Yeah.
Uh,
But that was my point of the intentionality, right? Because we're not always going to be there. You want to. We want to aim to be at that state. And when we are in that state, great. Enjoy it. Be grateful for that state.
yeah.
But intentionality the rest of the time to try to bring your heart in a state where you can find gratitude regardless of your scenario.
Yeah. And you just have to appreciate, like, things that seem bad might be better than you think. Like Hitler.
Yeah.
Like, people give him such a bad rap. It's like, come on, guys.
Dude made furniture.
Dude painted pictures. Oh, he did make furniture.
I know.
Oh, that has layers. That has layers. Oh my god. Oh my god, that has layers.
Yeah, like multiple layers of different colors.
Ouch. That's wow. I like dark jokes, but that one was.
That's definitely a lighter pigment joke.
If you guys don't know, Hitler made lamps out of fucking Jewish tattoos.
Yep.
Lampshades.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
that was a dark joke. Wow. Wow. Dude.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Put that save that for later.
Wow, that was dark. Dude, and that's saying a lot because
No,
I know.
I
don't know the last time I got fazed by a dark joke.
I know. That's a thing I aim to, like. You're definitely jumping the levels here, man. You like to push the boundaries as far as you can get them.
I like to surpass boundaries. Yeah.
If I can surpass the boundary that you've set, I win.
Yeah, that's dark, dude. I thought I was going too far with the whole Hitler thing.
Yeah, and then I just jumped right over the edge. I was like, oh, that's pretty. Look at this.
Yeah, and that's comedy. Comedy is you have to. Comedy is like taking something and moving in a fictitious direction, but you always want to go past the next level. You want to push that fictitious level.
It might not be worthwhile.
Yeah, it might not.
But you're going to learn from it.
But that's the thing, is like you have to stretch it further and further. You can't. It's not a song. You can't bring it back down. It's like you have to push it. And yeah, I wasn't ready for it.
I know.
Good comedy, but I was not ready for it. Man. Well, we're at 28.
Yeah, we'll end on a really, really dark Hitler joke.
Yeah.
That sounds about right for gratitude.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So that was discombobulated.
Completely.
I don't think we're going to turn the camera back on. I think we're probably...
Oh, yeah. We're a killer here.
Discombobulated. No microphone. It might be trash. Apologies. But, yeah, we haven't filmed in a long time. About 3 months ago, I found out my dad's got a time frame on his life. And, so I just couldn't film. Took him a pretty bad habit or two. And this is the first time we've really gone at it in like the last 3-4 months. So it's not because we don't care. It's not because we don't want to do this. It's just mentally not there. Can't do it. So love you guys. Catch ya.
See ya.